Now we will start with the class A power amplifiers. So from the classification we have studied, there are 4 types of amplifiers. They are class A, class B, class AB and class C power amplifiers. In that first one we started with the class A power amplifier here. So in class A power amplifiers, it is further classified as series fed directly coupled class A amplifier and transformer coupled class A power amplifier. So here first we will start with the series fed directly coupled class A amplifier. So in this series fed directly coupled class A amplifier, it uses a fixed bias circuit with a large signal class A amplifier, which we will show right now, where it uses a power transistor with Q as an operating point. Okay, now we will focus on the circuit diagram here. So as shown in the circuit diagram here, okay, this circuit diagram belongs to the class A power amplifier. So here what it consists of: a power transistor, okay, it's a BJT power transistor which is NPN. Then at the collector terminal, a load resistance RL is directly connected, okay, and this load resistance RL is connected in series with the collector. Hence it is a series fed directly coupled. And the second thing, there is a RB resistance which is used to establish a desired operating point for the power transistor. Then VCC is the supply voltage, Vin is the input signal which is need to be amplified, and here VCE is the output voltage and VBE is the voltage between base to emitter, where the capacitor is used at the input side just to allow the AC and block DC. So this is about series fed directly coupled class A amplifier. So now using this circuit, there are certain nomenclatures we are going to study. The first one in that is, okay, so before we start with that one, we already discussed this one. So this is a graphical representation of class A amplifier, where we know that class A is nothing but the Q point is placed in the middle of active region, okay, and input signal is selected as a 360 degree, that is full complete input signal is selected here. So here, so VCC by RL at the IC axis, VCC along the VCA axis. In the previous video I discussed that at the IC axis or Y axis, RC is there, that is VCC by RC is there. That RC is replaced by RL here because RL is directly connected at the collector terminal. Okay, so now we'll focus on graphical. In that, here we written that the slope of the load line which is drawn here between the IC and VC axis is minus 1 by RL. This slope is determined by using a straight line equation, because DC load line is a straight line, as we know that the straight line equation is y equals to mx plus c. So once we solve that one, we will get m value as minus 1 by RL. So there is no derivation here. Just to understand this, the slope in the class A power amplifier using graphical representation is minus 1 by RL. Now we will focus on the nomenclatures which are used in this class A power amplifier. In that, first one is DC operation. In that we will discuss, this topic is DC power input. So first, so once we focus on DC operation, here there are certain points. If I consider the DC operation, here all the AC components are neglected. So once all the AC components are neglected, is nothing but here in the circuit diagram, capacitor and the input signal are eliminated. Only the DC equivalent circuit will be considered. Now first we will apply the KVL to the input side of the circuit following the path VCC, RB and VBE. If I apply the KVL here, then we will get VCC minus IBRB minus VB equals to 0. If I simplify this, I will get this expression as IBQ equals to VCC minus 0.7 divided by RB. Here 0.7 is nothing but VBE. Okay. Similarly, the collector current, in general we know that IC equals to beta into IB, so it is written directly here. Now at the output voltage VCE, again it is considered from the circuit diagram only in the DC equivalent, that is if I apply the KVL to the path VCC, RL and VCE. So from this I can obtain the equation for VCQ, that is VCC minus ICRL minus VCEQ equals to 0. If I simplify this or rearrange this equation, I will get VCEQ equals to VCC minus ICQ into RL. So from this we can say that ICQ and VCEQ, these are the two Q points which are drawn in the graphical representation, that is IC and VCE. Okay, and these points depends on these two expressions, that is VCC minus 0.7 by RB and VCQ equals to VCC minus IQ into RL. Now this is about DC operation. Now in that the topic is DC power input. Now look at the DC power input. Here we know the definition of power is nothing but it is a product of voltage and current. So here in this operation the voltage is nothing but VCC and the current is nothing but ICQ. So therefore we can write directly the DC power input is a product of VCC into ICQ. So this is about DC power input. Next, the second nomenclature is AC operation. So in the AC operation, if I consider AC is nothing but it's a to and fro, means sinusoidal waveform. If the input signal base is varies sinusoidally, then the collector current and the collector to emitter voltage also varies sinusoidally, means it has both positive cycle and negative cycle amplified. And here those which the signals varies, those points will be considered in the AC power output. Now look at this AC power output in this topic. Here it contains some parameters here. The first one is V minimum, means indicate the negative sign of the VCE voltage or output voltage. Okay, means minimum instantaneous value of the collector or output voltage, maximum instantaneous. So V peak to peak means both positive and negative cycle are added. That is nothing but V peak to peak is V max minus V minimum, where V minimum is negative. Then Vm is the amplitude of the AC output voltage, means maximum amplitude, which is always equals to V peak to peak by 2, where V peak to peak is nothing but V max minus V minimum by 2. So this is about Vm. Similarly, if I do it for the output current also, so we'll get I minimum, I max, I peak to peak and Im amplitude. So again Im is we can get as I max minus I minimum by 2. So we got Vm and we got Im here. So in the bridge rectifier or in the what is this full wave rectifier, we know that Vrms is nothing but Vm by root 2 and Irms is nothing but Im by root 2. I am considering this because class A power amplifier uses a complete full cycle of an input signal which will be amplified. So we are considering these two equations here. Using these two equations, we will find some AC output power in terms of RMS, peak and peak to peak values. Now using RMS, as we know that power is nothing but V into I. So here AC output power PAC equals to Vrms into Irms, means product of V and I. And here Vrms is nothing but we can write it as Irms square into RL, because according to Ohm's law we can write Vrms equals to Irms into RL, because RL is the load which is directly connected here. So that is substituted here. Or you can also write V square Rms by RL. Similarly, in terms of peak values, PAC equals to Vrms into Irms. Again, in terms of peak value, means Vm and Im. Vrms is nothing but Vm by root 2. Irms is nothing but Im by root 2. If I multiply, you will get Vm into Im by 2. In other terms, using Ohm's law, Vm equals to Im by RL or Im equals to Vm by RL. So that you can use and substitute here, you will get these equations in the peak values. Peak to peak values means we know that Vm is nothing but V peak to peak by 2, Im is nothing but I peak to peak by 2. If I substitute these two, I will get this equation as PAC equals to V peak to peak is nothing but V max minus V minimum and I peak to peak is nothing but I max minus I minimum. Then divided by 2, so 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 is 8. So total PAC in terms of V max and minimum is nothing but this formula. So this is AC output power. Now the next nomenclature is efficiency. So the efficiency is defined as the ratio of AC output power with respect to DC input power. So here PAC is nothing but the values which are obtained earlier, substitute there and you will get this expression as V max minus V minimum, I max minus I minimum divided by 8 into PDC is nothing but VCC into ICQ into 100 because it's measured in terms of percentage. Now the maximum efficiency, next nomenclature. So to determine the maximum efficiency, we'll assume that there is a large swing at the output voltage. So that large swing takes the output voltage at any one side. Either it goes to the positive side or it goes to the negative side. So in this graphical representation, it is shown that, look at the IC here. In the IC waveform, Imax is written as 2ICQ and I minimum is written as 0. So it is assumed that here the output voltage swing is taken at the positive side and negative side is considered as 0. Similarly, for the voltage also, Vmax is equals to VCC because the maximum supply voltage here is VCC. So now I minimum and V minimum becomes 0. Once we know all these parameters, substitute in the efficiency formula, we will get maximum efficiency. After simplifying this, we will get it as 25%. So this is the efficiency of series fed directly coupled class A power amplifier. Now the last nomenclature is power dissipation. Again, the definition of power dissipation is, it is the difference of DC input power and AC output power, which is written here. So PD equals to PDC minus PAC. So here, so this is a power dissipation formula. If I want maximum power dissipation, I have to assume that the AC output power is 0, means there is no sinusoidal input signal is applied. It is 0 now. So once it is 0 means here PAC becomes 0. Now PD max becomes PDC, that is VCC into ICQ. So this is about the power dissipation. Okay. So now these are all about class A power amplifier using the circuit diagram which is a fixed bias and the nomenclatures. Thank you.